Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright, this is my buddy Jimmy. Say hello, Jimmy.
How's it going, guys?
So what we're going to do today is, Jimmy is a hunter and an outdoorsman himself. Some of the more primitive skills and things he hasn't done for a while, so he might be a little rusty on them. So today we're going to go through some of the things that you might need to accomplish. So I think the first thing that we're going to start with is tell everybody what and why.
Well, first we're going to do shelter because it's overcast and been raining all morning, and then we're going to work on fire and kind of go from there and see what else we can find.
Alright, so stay with us. Alright, the way we figure it, this might be a decent spot right here. Obviously we've got a somewhat of a frame set up right now where we can post a simple A-frame if we want, close in the sides. We'll have the wind coming towards our back, and if we put up a reflection fire in front of this thing, we could get a nice turbine effect where it will roll that warm air right back into us.
Stick some of those over there and use them later. Let's see if we're going to do it as a, use this old 2x4.
Piece of dead wood that you can see is running all the way through there. We've decided we're going to cut that out of there, that way we can sit back in a little bit farther. Grab this in and pull. You want to kind of
Cut it off again, or you want to?
Probably not worth the energy, man. Find plenty of wood.
Yeah, there's all kinds of dead stuff
Stack around here. What if we were to start taking these? This way. Alright, so it's going to be a somewhat snug fit, but that's good because the weather is starting to get colder, At night it's going to drop down. We want something that's going to keep us a little bit warmer. Now, if we were stuck out here permanently, obviously we'd be making adjustments to this every single day, as well as making it a little bit smaller, more snug. That way it retains that ambient heat. So we're going to continue throwing some brush on this now. Stay with us. Alright, here's the back side. All we're doing is utilizing some of the willow around in this area. Stuff that's going to be caught in a wash and it's going to die anyway. We're just cutting it up, packing it in there, getting as much debris on top of there as we can. Alright, I think that we're going to call it good right here. Obviously it's not all the way 100% completed, but it's going to get us through what we needed to get through right now. As time goes on, we're going to add to it, add debris, pack it in real good, get some more bedding in here, get us up off the ground. But it's not going to keep us the driest at the moment, but we do have frog togs and Gore-Tex, so in combination I think we'll be just fine. So what's your thoughts? It's a good start. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and gather up some water, get us a fire going, just sit back and relax for just a little bit. Stick yours down, I'll just tip mine on. Alright, so I thought I'd show you what me and Jimmy have done. Obviously we've put up a reflection wall, but we're in a very sandy area, and the benefit of doing such a thing is obviously we can dig us a fire pit and pack that sand up against our reflection wall. I think that's going to definitely help us keep in the heat. Alright, now when you dig yourself out a fire pit, especially in sand, you need to take this step. Jimmy, what are you going to do right quick, man?
We're going to put a base layer of sticks down in the bottom of our fire pit to, since it's cold and a little wet today, to keep the moisture from messing with us too bad when we're trying to start the fire, and then that way we can get all that heat instead of the sand absorbing it and taking it away from us.
It's also going to keep that moisture in that sand from sucking the flame right out of your fire as well. Okay, now something you guys don't know is right before we came out here we had some pretty good thunderstorms roll in, and it's actually a lot wetter out here than you might think. I don't know if you can see the bottom of Jimmy's pant legs, but they are still pretty damp. So it wasn't as easy finding tinder as it is obviously on a nice, bright, shiny, hot day. So it actually took us probably about a good 20 to 30 minutes gathering up tinder, and like I said, everything being wet, it was kind of hard to find, but it can still be found. Now, as what we've done is we actually took and wrapped it up right inside that shimak, or hell, I don't know how you pronounce the damn things. But anyway, as we walked, we gathered it and put it in there to keep from transferring moisture from other things onto it, as well as from our hands. Now, Jimmy is going to attempt to use a ferro rod to start our fire today. And this is the very first time that Jimmy has ever had the chance to use a ferro rod. So he's been given a ferro rod lesson 101, but has never actually attempted to put a spark onto tinder. So this is going to be his first attempt. So Jimmy, explain to everybody what you're going to do with the tinder in that bag.
First we're going to take it and just kind of rustle it up, open it up a little bit.
And what's that creating?
It's just opening up the fibers and just giving us more surface area.
And this is another good reason why to put that base layer down at the bottom of your sand like that. That way when he puts this tinder bundle on there, that moisture is not going to transfer into it. Now I don't know if you can see, let me zoom in here. Can you see that stick that's sticking a little further out? Now Jimmy explained what that stick is going to be used for.
We've got that one in there, that way if when we get a flame here, as we lift this stick up, it will allow the flame to build up onto the rest of our tinder bundle.
Oh crap, the wife's calling.
That's probably who it is. I don't want to talk to her anyway.
You know that's on video, right?
That's alright.
Alright, so go ahead and give her hell, man. There you go, get your stick. Now with the other hand, get your pencil lead ready. Keep that tilted up, buddy, that's going to go out if you don't. Perfect. Alright, we're going to sit here and nurse this fire a little bit. Get back with you in a few seconds. Okay, so like you can see, we've got our fire going. Got some water on the boil. Here in a second I'm going to bring over some more cooking utensils and we're going to cook us up a meal and sit back, drink some water, eat some food. Have a good time. Alright, we got the water off, came to a boil, got it over there in a pot, warming up some ramen noodles, of course. One of the easiest things you can use on the trail. I was going to bring something different today, but I knew that we were going to be investing a lot of time putting up a shelter and everything else, so I just wanted to bring something simple and quick. Something else that Jimmy is going to do for the first time while we're out here is he is going to char up some punk wood, and he's going to give some flint and steel a try today as well. So he has found himself a piece of punk wood. Go ahead and show that to everybody, Jimmy. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. Now all he's going to do is break that up a little bit. Most of you guys know how to make punk wood. If you do not, probably about all you can fit in there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about it right there.
Got you a little hole poked in the top.
I haven't yet, no.
Alright, now all he's going to do is throw it in the fire. Pull it out when she's done smoking. But, till then, here, Jimmy, catch. Let's have some food.
Alright.
Alright, now we both have been working really hard, and we haven't really been drinking enough water. We've been drinking water, but probably not enough. Now that water, or the lack of water, and the combination of this fire smoke can lead to some pretty bad headaches. And both of us are actually suffering from mild headaches right now, just mainly because of the lack of water. So what I've done is I went back down to the creek, got more water, and I've just been utilizing the willow in this area and been taking the outer bark off, some of the inner bark. I'm putting it right in here, and we're going to boil that up, see if we can get rid of our headaches. Okay, while we've got the willow on the boil, we've also got a plastic bottle there, going to heat up some water. Hey Jimmy, will you spread that fire out a little bit? It's a little too close to that plastic bottle. And he's also breaking up some cattail, and he's going to throw that in with his charred punk wood as well. The punk wood will work just fine, but you know, he's never tried this technique either, so we're going to give him a little tip and trick and throw that in there and see if we can make his life a lot easier. Hell, it makes everybody's life a lot easier. The less you have to work at getting an ember, the better. Alright, the willow has definitely came to a boil. We're just going to let it sit there for a bit longer and let it leach into the water a little bit more. Wanted to zoom in on the plastic bottle, and hopefully you can see those little shrimp eyes. Those little shrimp eyes indicate that we are starting to pasteurize this water relatively well, and you want to maintain that temperature that will produce those shrimp eyes for about 20-25 minutes in order to make that water safe for drinking. Okay, Jimmy's punkwood and cattail have successfully charred down, and Jimmy has never actually successfully gotten an ember using flint and steel before, so hopefully today will be the first time. And next step will be blowing it to life, but today we're just going to work on getting an ember alone. So Jimmy, why don't you take a couple practice swings away from your tin, and then when you feel comfortable, go ahead and move down into it. There you go. Did you get one?
Yep.
Okay, hold it down. Okay.
I don't know if you can see it down here in the corner.
Blow on it just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Nice glow to it. Good job, man. First time Jimmy ever got an ember using flint and steel. Next time we'll actually gather up a secondary tinder bundle and we'll see about blowing that bad boy to life. So go ahead and close that tin up, Jimmy. We'll let that smolder out and then you can use it for the next time. Alright, so let's go ahead and force up some of this and see if we can get rid of our headaches. The willow bark is actually still in there. A lot of people will strain it off and all that. I don't ever get fancy with anything like that. It's safe to drink straight from it. Alright, now you'll notice when it comes out, it's actually got a reddish tint. Alright, let's give it a shot. Pretty damn good, Jimmy. Tastes like green tea.
But it's red.
But it's red. Tastes like red tea.
Does it taste like green tea?
Red tea.
Red tea.
So hopefully, after we down this, 20 minutes later, our headaches will be gone. I've chewed on willow, I've ate the willow leaves, but I've never taken the time to do this. So this is definitely a new one for me. Pretty surprised with the taste of it, because if you've ever tasted the leaves off of a willow or chewed the bark,
Terrible.
horrible, horrible, bitter aspirin taste. This literally does taste like green tea. And I tell you what, if you was to mix up some pine needles in this and a tablespoon of honey, it'd be amazing. Of course, there's still a few ramen noodles in the bottom of that cup too. All right, guys. I hope you had a good time with us. We had a blast making this thing, camping out today. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the rain's starting to roll in again, so we're going to throw on our frog togs, get the camera put away so it doesn't get ruined, climb in this shelter and see how it works. As always, guys,
Have a good one.
have a good one.